Hey, what's up, everybody? Gonna go through the Lakers and OKC game for some same game parlay options for you. The model does like OKC to win by about 5, I guess a little over 4, and it has the total at about 228. So it is on the underside and firmly on the LA side. It had LA winning on the first day of all of this, and then it did flip to OKC, but it stayed right there within 1 to 4 points. So. Nothing too crazy. Both teams have been really solid. LA's lost twice since the end of February. OKC's only lost once since the end of February. So both teams playing really well. Should be a really good game, I think. I'm surprised it's a 10-point spread. Obviously, it's OKC. When healthy, they can get there, but seems pretty big with the way both teams are playing. So go down to some of these props. It likes Luca for assists. I mean, to me, this graph is way too inconsistent, especially on the road. So that's not where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to his points. So I only have up to 25. I should change that and get up to 30, maybe even 35, just to see on prob or percentage for the hit rate or probability. But either way, the model has him at 33.8. So if you look at his recent games, all of these recent games, except for this Brooklyn game, did go over. Well, I guess he had a couple more. I'm on the away games. Let's look at overall. So yeah, all of these went over 30 points in his most recent games. If you look at games with similar matchups, they've all been going over 30, except for games that were way back in January and before. Obviously, this Lakers team right now is playing much better than they were then. So obviously, 25 looks very, very good for him, but I do think he'll clear that 30-point mark today. I think his line's around 33, um, which is what the model has him at. So I could see that in road games. The most recent 25, he's been averaging 34.7, and he's hit this line in 92% of those games. So he's only missed it 2 times, 23 out of those 25. Most recent on the road, he has hit it just barely under on one of those as well. So I do like Lucas for points. I guess this is for 25 points, but on 25 points, he's hit that. The average is really good. Looks really good to me all around. So I think that looks good. If you don't want to use his points, I do think Austin Reeves is another choice. I would take him for probably about 18. If you look at his overall, been mostly over since he's come back. He did have a couple that last couple games were right there at 19, which is why I would probably take him at 18. Give yourself a little bit of a cushion with the fact that they're playing OKC. If you look at his road games since he's come back, he has been scoring over in the last 3. Struggled a little bit when he first came back after his injury. Started the year really well on the road. If you look at the most similar games, he's been hitting that 18 or over in all except for this one, which was OKC at home. So maybe you want to try to buy him down a few points and play it with another piece or something. But I think he should probably be good for about 18. 54.5% of these games. He's played 22 on the road, averaged 23 on the season in that. And the hit rate has been 54.5. The model actually has him at about 23 points. So it really likes him for tonight's matchup. If not, you could go for his assists. They look pretty good to me as well for about 5 or 6. So if you look at the overall, he's hit 5 or more in 68% of the games, averaging 5.3. Uh, that is the most recent 25 overall on the season, 60% and 5.6. If you look at just the road, that goes up to 5.9, and he's hit it in 59% of those. So I do like him for 5. He did have this one miss that was one of the closest. It is a green dot. So he missed that one there against Boston. He missed this one against Miami. But a lot of these have actually cleared 5 up to 7, 8, 10. So I do think that his assist would be a good look for you as well. If you don't want to use that, there's always some of the Thunder players. I think J Dub for 20 points today looks pretty solid. Overall in the season, he has only hit this in 36% of the games. He is only averaging 17 points per game. So obviously he's been in and out with injuries. Uh, but if you look at his home, he has been steadily increasing since he well, every time he's come back, I mean, he's been increasing. He'll have like a drop off and come back. But if you go down to the similar games, this is really what I'm looking at. So he had 23 against the Lakers in LA, 22, 23. So he's been having some really good games. I think if you want to play it a lot safer, you could take him down to 15. I think his odds are only, or his line is only around 17 or 18. So his line's not crazy. If he gets the minutes, though, I do think he's going to get there. Uh, I just 28 minutes, 22 points. The last Lakers game, 24 minutes, 23 points. So he does match up well against them. Obviously, the injury part of it is something you would want to consider if he's still limited in any way on minutes. I do like Hartenstein for rebounds. So if you look at his overall, he has hit, that's up five still. Let's just go up to 10. I think his line is at nine. So, all right. So he's been 36% of the overall games he's hit this. Well, his last 25 he's hit this. He's averaged 8.8 in those games. On the season, he's averaging 9.7 and he's hit it in 46.5. If you just go to the home games, these are the last three games. He's hit it and cleared it very easily 12, 16, 13. His low games, 7, 8. He's been playing really, really well at home. So if you look at the 7 line, I think it shows it a lot better. He's only missed that one time in the last 25 home games at 7. So again, I think his line is only 9. You could take this down a couple to that 7, make it a whole lot safer. If you look at those most similar games, though, he's got a 12, 10, 12, 10, 9, and all of this stuff. He's been in and out so much with injuries, and he seems like he's a lot healthier now. He's been in a lot more recently, playing longer minutes. So that's my thought. If you don't like him, I believe Chet's line is around 8. He's hit 7 or more. Go to the most recent 25 games, 80% of those games, and he's been averaging 9.5 on the season, averages 8.9, and he's hit this in 83% of the games. When you go to the home, both hit rates go up, both averages go up. His floor is very solid on that 7 as well, only missed it one time in the last 25 home games. Most recent games at the home, 9, 9, 9, 9. So, I mean, he had a 21. So Chet's been really solid. He doesn't dip down as much as Hartenstein has. So maybe a safer option in a parlay, but I do think Hartenstein has the higher ceiling, especially if you look at the most recent games. Hartenstein was up there at the 13 and all of that. Chet's down here at 9, 9, 5. So when Hartenstein and them play together, Hartenstein does seem to get more unless he gets into foul trouble. So those are the options I would have for that. I think that is, yeah, that's all I had written down for this game. If there's any others you wanted to look at, you can go to letsparlayml.com. You can check out those props, those lines. If you want me to look into anything that's not there, perhaps, I can't always run more of these lines on my computer. It's just everything here is everything that I've uploaded. So there are quite a few. Does have 419 props available at it has down here with what it thinks the line should be, hit rates, and the recent 10, recent 25, and all of that. So use the site, check it out, see what you like, see what you don't. Good luck out there.